Hello, Louisa here, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that I think is really important to be aware of um, during a separation or a divorce or there's a family breakdown. I actually think that what I'm talking about goes further than that, and it's something that you should take forward in any difficult decisions in your life. But obviously, given the things that I normally talk about and the work that I do, I'm focusing on divorce and separation today. And what I wanted to talk about is making informed choices. When clients come into me to mediation, I really stress the importance of the fact that the decisions that need to be made are decisions for that person, and they're decisions that can be made coupled with whatever support that you feel you may need. So in mediation, we can map out different options. So say, for example, you're making a decision about whether to stay living in the family home or whether you think you would be better off moving to another property. So in mediation, we can map out what the outgoings of staying in the family home will look like and what the outgoings of a new property might look like. We can factor into that things such as the mortgage. For example, if you move to another property, you may have no mortgage or a smaller mortgage, which may make it easier to manage on a monthly basis. We'll also look at what other issues there might be about the move. It is a really scary thing to face down, the idea of moving from a home, particularly a home that you've lived in for a while. There can also be big emotional attachments to a home, particularly where it's been a home for your children for a long time or since they were born. So we can also look at those issues. You may need support from a counsellor if you feel you're really struggling to deal with the transitions or the breakdown of your relationship. You may also need support from a lawyer in terms of being advised about different options, being clear that the way forward that you're thinking about is the one that's right for you. So I really believe that any decisions you make are decisions that you should make, but that you make those decisions with the right support. When I talk about informed decisions, what I mean by that is that it's really important that you have all the information that you need to make that decision. And sometimes I see people who kind of have an idea of what they want to do, but they don't know whether that will stack up financially or whether it's going to be possible taking into account other logistics, but they're just stuck on the fact that that's their way forward. And sometimes we make decisions on an instinctive level. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having an instinct about a decision. But I think when you're making decisions that have the potential to impact upon how your life plays out over the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, it's really important that you know completely that those decisions are right for you. And I think having all the information you need to enable you to make those choices is a really important part of making that decision. So as well as mapping out options and looking at what they look like in practice, one of the things we do in mediation is create action plans. What further information do you need to make this decision? One of the areas where I really talk about informed decisions as well is making informed decisions about which process you'll use to resolve the issues that crop up when you separate. And again, unless you understand all the different processes that exist, it's impossible for you to make a decision about which one will be right for you. That's why in each mediation meeting I go over all the different processes that exist, not just mediation, and explain a bit about them. And then I always give everybody a leaflet because it's a lot of information to take in one go, and it's helpful to be able to refer back to it. And again, I really want to stress that this is your decision, and often other people have an idea about what would be the best outcome for you. So family can get involved, friends can come involved. You know, even with your advisors, your lawyer may have a view about what's right for you. And of course, you listen to people that you trust and they give you their advice, but the decision that is made is yours. And you need to be sure that you're making the right decision for you. And sometimes that does partly come down to instinct, that you've considered all your options and you know what options are. And sometimes option B looks best, but you think option C is manageable and somehow that just feels right for you. That's still making an informed choice because you've understood what is involved in each of your different options and you've made the decision that's right for you. So today, I really want you to take away the importance of making informed decisions and being able to weigh up different options. So firstly, knowing what options you have. Secondly, what each of those options looks like. And I don't just mean kind of sketched out detail. I mean the proper detail of being able to see, feel, know all the details of each different option. And then thinking about which option would be best for you. And if you can't make a decision, what further support do you need, or what further information do you need to enable you to make that decision? I hope that this is helpful. Thank you for watching.